Hi everybody, welcome back. And let's talk about the big stories of the day. One really big story, one nifty story, we'll say. We're going to jump into the big story, and that is that eBay has announced that in August of this year, they're going to stop taking American Express cards. Now, this is likely just a negotiating tactic at the moment for eBay in order to get American Express to cut down on their interchange fees. American Express charges some of the highest interchange fees in the credit card game. Now, this is regardless of whether you're swiping a everyday card or an Amex Platinum card. Their interchange fees are flat because they are the payment processor. They own every part of the transaction, both as a payment processor and a bank. So they dictate the terms pretty easily for themselves. Now, they only have one card that has an online shopping category. That is the Blue Cash Everyday card. But I am sure folks will use eBay and another American Express card, whether it is for their side businesses, this, that, or the other. So I'm sure there are plenty of Blue Business Pluses, Blue Cash Everydays, Blue Business Cashes. I'm not sure why someone would use the Blue Cash Preferred on eBay, but hey, you do you, right? And I'm sure those will also be attached to Rakuten because eBay is also on Rakuten and in that rewards network, eBates world. So you can also stack up your membership reward points and cash back that way as well. Now, that portion of things, the Rakuten side, that's not getting touched. So eBay for now is pulling the plug in August with American Express cards, and they'll no longer be accepting American Express cards. How likely is this to actually happen? I'd say it's not very likely, honestly. I think this is just a negotiating tactic to get American Express to lower their interchange fees with eBay, specifically in some sort of most favored nation status type arrangement. I don't necessarily know that that's going to work particularly well for eBay as opposed to other larger retailers like Amazon or Walmart or Target for that matter. Because if they can't get Amex to move, how is eBay going to get them to move? So I don't know the exact amount of money that goes through eBay to American Express. I don't know how much eBay is paying American Express in interchange fees, but it's enough for eBay to say, we can't do this. The other portion of this may not necessarily be for eBay specifically. eBay owns PayPal. And eBay may also be feeling a lot of pressure with the arrangement that American Express has with PayPal and their split and send to friends processing service that they've arranged with eBay for PayPal specifically. So this might actually be more about that portion of things than spending through the eBay website. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. If it's PayPal specific, we'll find out. If it's eBay specific, we'll find out. In terms of how this is going to affect you at the tail end of the day, in terms of gaining membership reward points, it won't. You're going to get your membership reward points anyway by using Rakuten, unless you're paying with Blue Business Plus, in which case, make sure you're making your purchases on eBay through Rakuten, at least pooling whatever membership reward points you can in the interim while this gets arranged, while this gets sorted out. I think they'll come to an agreement where eBay will pay a lower interchange fee, both for eBay, slightly lower for eBay, but they'll take the hit there, and PayPal, they're going to try and mitigate their losses on the PayPal side of things. So that is the biggest news at the moment. No word on any changes or fights with Visa or MasterCard. Amazon had a similar fight with Visa not too long ago, either in Europe or in the United States, where Amazon was threatening to cut off Visa cards. So it's all a negotiating tactic. We'll see what happens, but I don't anticipate too much to really change. I am certain that in like the next 6 to 8 weeks, we will see an announcement of, hey, you know how we said we were going to cut off American Express in August? Well, we've changed our mind. We've come to this agreement. Plenty of time. If this changes, I'll do another video on it. Obviously, I do videos on pretty much everything. If it doesn't change, I'll probably do a video about that once we get that hard date and we know that it is for certain. For now, it feels like posturing and negotiating, and eBay is doing this to help themselves, so we'll see what happens. The other topic for today is Hyatt has announced the availability to book Hyatt Studio locations starting for next year. So you can now book on points for Hyatt Studio locations once more Hyatt Studio locations actually open for 2025. So you can book them with points now, but they're not opening until 2025. The first location is going to be in Mobile, Alabama. I just checked in the World of Hyatt app before coming on to record. It was 5,000 points to book. I didn't get specific dates to book. I'm not planning a trip to Mobile, Alabama anytime soon, but it is Category 1, so it was only 5,000 points. I think this is going to be good for booking for points specifically, or doing point mattress runs if you need to, for hitting Globalist or Discoverist or something like that. The earnings capability for Hyatt Studios is going to be less than pretty much every other Hyatt brand. So if you pay with the World of Hyatt card, you're only going to get 2.5 base points per dollar and 4 bonus points per dollar as normal on the card. So if you're doing a cash booking, you're going to earn less points than if you just did a points booking and you got the elite night. Just going to put that out there. Hyatt Studios, I am led to understand, is something akin to the Town Place Suites locations that Marriott has. I've stayed at some Town Place Suites. I like Town Place Suites. It's a nice little semi-apartment vibe to your hotel stay. So there's a little kitchenette area provided. You do everything. You don't have to rely on necessarily the breakfast or on-site restaurant if you don't want to, although you got to go out and buy groceries while vacationing. So if you are someone who likes to cook while out on vacation, great. If you're not someone who likes to cook while out on vacation, Hyatt House, Hyatt Place, Hyatt Regency, the Grand Hyatt, you've got plenty of options. Andaz, Thompson's, Dream Hotels, whatever you can find in the Mr. and Mrs. Smith portfolio. All that's still available to you. So studios are slowly launching or coming out award availability. We'll just have to see how many more they add. It will be interesting to see how many more locations, how quickly they can scale up the Hyatt Studio brand, because Hyatt needs more locations. And after losing SLH and the way that the Mr. and Mrs. Smith launch has transpired so far, Hyatt's on a bit of a downswing. Just putting it out there. Getting that luxury card launched sooner rather than later would probably help, especially if that card comes with Explorer status as standard. I don't know. I'm just trying to manifest a new credit card out of nothing. But that's going to do it. I went way longer than I thought, but that piece I went a little bit further on that than I thought I would. But if you like what I do, hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of these two stories. And if you want to support me in other ways, check out the pinned comment down below for my Buy Me Coffee, Ko-Fi, other referral links that I have, all available down in the pinned comment. As always, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.